So let us help our friend Supergirl. Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So at this point, we're very close to level 30. I guess if I had played all the side quests properly, if I'd made sure to play all the side missions, and if I had seeked all the side missions in Metropolis, or even better yet, if I had played like the Explore missions for our friend Booster Gold, probably would have been level 30 by now. It doesn't really matter because I wanted to play basically all the main the mentored missions. So the mission where you have to help your friend Supergirl at level 30. I wanted to play that mission anyway, so let us do just that.
Oh, thank goodness! It's you! I know you can save my cousin! The moment the Daily Planet was bottled, he went to save Lois, and now... no one knows where he is. Use this comlink to Oracle. It's the one we use when we go into deep space, and it should work anywhere. Please hurry. I'm so worried.
So let us accept. Ah, Supergirl is worried. That is so sad. So this is pretty much the end of the mentored mission for if you are mentored by Superman. And we're going to go to the Daily Planet. I remember when I started playing DC Universe Online, I wondered where is the Daily Planet. It took me a while to realize that the Daily Planet was actually stuck in a bubble, in a Brainiac bottle. And I think this is the one mission where we actually go inside, or there might be another mission that I forget. But sadly, we don't get the chance
This is
to
Superman.
go.
Oracle, can you hear me? I'm trying to get everyone to the teleport site, but Lex Luthor is... What are you doing? You madman, no! You fool. You'll leave all these people trapped.
Now let's pull back a bit.
What just happened? Okay, good news. We can get a teleporter working out of here. But bad news, where did Lex Luthor teleport Superman? Get to the teleport site so I can find out where he's gone.
So I think this is the only time where we can get into the Daily Planet, although I may be misremembering. And way back when, we did not have access to the...
Thank you so much. I'm gonna hide until you all find some way to uncork this bottle.
Although way back when, we did not see the Daily Planet, as I mentioned. It was in a bottle. It took me a while to realize it was in a Brainiac bottle. But nowadays, we have the Doom Metropolis map, where we can actually see the Daily Planet. So...
Systems damaged.
But I have to admit, I was bummed at first that the Daily Planet is a pretty important landmark in DC Universe, and seeing how it was stuck in a bottle, I thought it was a bad idea. But luckily nowadays, it's a bit different. We actually do have a version of the Daily Planet that is not in a bottle, so I'll take it.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna hide until you all find some way to uncork this bottle.
Repairs initiated.
And I played for a long time without music. If you're wondering why, at some point I was farming a lot for collections. And collections are exhibits, and it's easier to hear them without the music.
Keep your head down, Jimmy. If you're here to help, you need to save Superman. Luthor dragged him into a teleporter and they both disappeared. Jimmy and I were trying to find someplace safe from Brainiac's drones when you arrived. And if you see Superman, tell him not to worry about us. We're survivors.
You're closing in on the site. I'm reading residual energy. I can send you wherever Luthor sent Superman, except, and this is probably not news, Brainiac's forces seem to really want to keep you here.
In case this is the first video you're watching, there are little treasure chests like this one throughout the game. So whenever you see them, just break them open. If you're lucky, you'll get a nice reward. If you're not so lucky, you'll get junk. It happens. But there is a feat for destroying 100 of them, 1,000 of them. So whenever you see those little treasure chests,
Command complete.
just open them.
Next process. Scan for enemy units.
Oh noes! I think he's scanning for us.
Translocating repair droids for emergency system maintenance. Initiating self-deactivation for binary cleaning. Reactivation in 5 seconds.
Oh noes, 5 seconds. Guess we have to hurry up.
Binary cleaning complete. Weapon system reactivated.
Almost there.
All right. Portal up with Superman's teleport location. Some kind of crazy security encoding on here. Get to Superman and get both of you safe.
Just trying to see if it's been a while since I've been here, so I'm trying to make sure I don't forget something important. So let's get out of here. So the next step, if I recall correctly, was to go into the Hall of Doom. Maybe? Oh yeah, the Hall of Doom it is. You guys may recognize this. They've made it tier 4.
Well, this is bad. This is the Hall of Doom. And I cannot lock onto any sort of coordinates thanks to Calculator's coding. From that trail of fire, Superman is here. And it's up to you to get him out. Good luck!
Calculator to Hall of Doom. Justice League incursion in the tech wing. Yes, they found us, and they were dumb enough to teleport in. Metallo, secure the area. Reallocate the security robots. And someone put these fires out.
They've made a tier 4 duo with this mission. Basically with the mentor mission, they made 3 tier 4 duo if I recall correctly. Oh, there it is. I knew I was hearing something. I have to admit,
Oracle here.
been a while since I've been
That
here.
reinforced bracer is a testament to the vicious fighting ring known as the Pit.
So let
What's
us
the
go fight
hurry,
Metallo.
hero? You're just gonna die here anyway. I got my motor revving, and I'm ready to rumble! Ah!
Oh noes!
Ever hear metal scream?
Luckily, Kryptonite doesn't seem to affect us very much.
Carjacker!
Metallo is down. Repeat. Metallo is down. Station alert.
I forget how many waves there is.
Right. Savannah, you and I will have a word about your freaking useless security bots. Cheetah, the intruder is heading towards the meta wing. Take them out.
Been a while since I've been here, so just trying out there. That's what I'm looking for.
Lois Lane at Daily Planet Live with breaking news. The entire Daily Planet staff is trapped here inside the Daily Planet building, which is being bottled for digitization by Brainiac. I'll continue transmission as long as I can. Something's happening. Brainiac robots are teleporting in. Jimmy, forget the shot. Get down.
So there are a few briefings.
Lois Lane dictating. Let's see. The rivalry of the century. Lex Luthor against our Man of Steel, Superman. But who is really the true savior of humanity? The powerful magnate, bent on domination no matter what the cost? Or Superman, the selfless alien who defends our planet as his own? Too biased. Perry will never...
Could have sworn there was another one.
So brave to come all alone. But that won't save you from me. I've slashed Wonder Woman with these claws.
Metallo's cheetah. More security bots coming in. Will someone please get to the meta wing and stop this fool?
Oracle here. If it weren't completely inaccessible right now, that digital key code could have accessed the command center.
I am Jack Ryder, and you are wrong. Why? Because Brainiac isn't just bottling up our cities. He isn't just trying to get the exobyte powers future Luthor bombed into our world. No, he has a plan. Look where his bottles and Brainiac attack. And if you don't believe it, friend, then you are wrong.
Oh no, we're wrong. Oh, another treasure chest. That's a nice surprise. And we got a ring. Not sure if it'll be worth using. Let's find out. So we got a neck piece that requires level 30. Let's put it aside for a bit later. Actually, the ring is not bad. And also, we got a loot box. So let's see what's in the box. Decisions. Let's go for the chest piece. So there's a briefing here.
Luthor, this is Agent Serenity. The link inside is distorting. The teleportation out is not reliable. The digitization shield and the Watchtower's own attempts are conflicting with the signal. Do not try to teleport out. I repeat.
Investigation here.
Oracle, that gene scanner is currently calibrated to detect exobytes in living subjects. Figures.
Don't worry too much about missing out a briefing or investigation. You can pretty much come back anytime you like. So you can come back to get those if you think you missed one. So let's activate the little console here.
Oh man, I've read about you online. Let's see if your powers can beat what the exobytes gave me.
So this was a fun bit. Basically, you're fighting an evil villain who got some exobyte powers, pretty much like you did. And I remember at first, some people thought that you actually were fighting an NPC based on a villain player. It turns out, not really. You're fighting a generic NPC that was created just for the mission. But it would have been cool if the mission would have at random picked a player character. Oh well.
It's Oracle. That shield generator is broken beyond repair. The damage seems recent, too.
I'm not sure I should forgive you, Superman. I'm the one who broke the story about you in the Daily Planet. I even gave you your name. And you give your first interview to that schlub, Clark Kent?
My apologies, Miss Lane. I'm here now. What would you like to ask me about?
All right then. But I'm warning.
It's Oracle. Before it was torn in two, it looks like that band was configured to access the dungeon jail cells.
Let's go fight Lex and we'll look around for
Comfortable in your kryptonite cage, Superman? No? Good. I'd hate to think you were enjoying hearing that I, Lex Luthor, will now take my rightful place as the ultimate savior of this planet. Once I crack the secrets of the exobytes, I will defeat Brainiac, and then no one will stand in my way. Oh, look, the cavalry has arrived, such as it is. This will be quick.
Poor Lex, we will always stand in your way. Come on.
How dare you intrude on my moment of triumph?
I don't know if you've noticed, there was a healing barrel that Lex blew away. It's so sad. We probably won't need it, But if somehow you feel you need the healing barrel, don't hesitate to go pick it up.
I can see I'll have to take you seriously. Command override. Maximum power suit sequence, activate! No! Your power! Too much for me! How? I am Lex Luthor!
Yes, take that, calculator. I'm back online for the moment. Oh no, get Superman out of that kryptonite cage. I'll teleport you both to the watchtower. And when you get there, let Supergirl know Superman's alive. She's been wringing my ear off this entire time.
I guess getting the Daily Planet mod for your teleporter is a nice touch. I don't know if it's always the case or if it was a weird coincidence. It happens.
Somehow I expected you'd be the one to take down Luthor. He's been trying to crack the Kryptonian DNA code, but in the end he always falls back on kryptonite, the one thing I just can't fight. You're a true hero, and a true friend. Now I need to get out of here and recharge. Leave here quickly, and we'll speak again soon.
If I recall correctly, once you reach this point, let's skip. Usually I love watching the cinematics, but I made a video, DC Universe Online, the movie, where you have a whole bunch of those cinematics. So if you want to watch those cinematics, I would encourage you to go watch that video. Usually when you reach this point, doesn't matter if you're level 25, 28, 29 and a half, you will reach level 30 as soon as you complete this mission, no matter what. So, and they're explaining a bit what combat rating is. It's a question that a lot of you guys often ask, so I'll leave it for a second or two so that you can actually read it. And as you saw, we got a whole bunch of feet reaching this point. And let's see what else we got. I thought we would have some. Oh, here's a nice ring. And that seems to be. Oh, a nice set piece. It doesn't really matter. We'll probably replace that gear soon, but there's no reason not to equip it. And let's go around a bit. There might be a briefing or two that I did not pick up just yet. And you can hear the sound of that the briefing is making. That is why also for a long time I would play without any music. So it made it easier to hear briefing, it made it easier to hear collections, and all that good stuff.
Daily Planet Archive.
A pleasure to meet you, Miss Lane. I'm quite an admirer of your work. And of course I welcome any opportunity to clear up all this misleading press about LexCorp.
Mr. Luthor, the Daily Planet has documents proving LexCorp's illegal genetic trafficking, attempted bribery...
Simple misunderstandings. LexCorp is a large company, and perhaps certain branches have escaped my strict oversight. But surely I can't be held responsible for the misinformed actions of a few. LexCorp was founded to advance human potential. Sometimes we must push ahead of the law, Lois. May I call you Lois?
So you're above the law, Mr. Luthor?
Ah, alas, another appointment. I must go. Please do try to reschedule. Always a pleasure, Lois.
Miss Lane, Mr. Luthor. Good day.
I probably missed one. Doesn't matter. Again, as I mentioned, it doesn't really matter if you miss one or not. You can always come back anytime you like with your character. So I guess we're done here, so let's get out of here. So let's go see our friend Supergirl, tell her that we completed our mission. So anytime you want to replay that mission, just use that teleporter to enter the Daily Planet, and you'll be able to replay it and go back anytime you like. Not sure if you can use this one. Could be. Doesn't matter. Oh, and as you can see, thanks to our gear and all the stuff we have, we're already combat rating 33. Could happen that once you reach level 30, you're still combat rating 28 or 25. It basically
I
depends on your
can't
gear.
believe how evil Lex Luthor is. I should be used to it by now, but I just can't. Superman will need some time to recover from that kryptonite. Thank you so much. I knew you could do it.
So let's go complete our mission. It'll give us a chess piece.
I had a feeling the moment you first trashed that Brainiac ship that you'd be a power for good. The Justice League wants to say thanks. In fact, your mentor wants to thank you personally. Don't wait. Report to the Hall of Justice in the Watchtower now.
So once you complete your mission quest, basically by this point you've completed the main mission. This is pretty much the last step. You'll talk to Superman, and he'll make you an official member of the Justice League, and you'll get a few goodies as you saw in the journal. But let's go see Superman. It'll make more sense once you actually see it. So this is the first time you get the opportunity to come and see Superman here.
Not everyone has what it takes to take a beating from the villains of this world and just keep fighting. But you do. And you've brought the fight right back to them. From all of us in the Justice League, congratulations and thanks. You are now an official member of the JLA.
Ah, they're so nice. I'm pretty sure I made a video quite some time ago showing the new Batman model and the new Wonder Woman model. That's why our friend here is getting angry. So let's go to our journal. Oh, wrong. There we go. And let's complete our thingy.
You're a full-fledged member of the Justice League. Congratulations.
So here there's a little hint explaining the on-duty menu. So let's say got it. So basically you can go, at this point, you can go to the on-duty menu. And you can select, right now we can select tier 1 missions that our character can play. So we can select tier 1 one-player mission, 2-player missions, 4-player missions, and I'm not sure, we don't have any 8-player missions. Oh, actually we do have conduct, or do we? No, we don't. Oh, I'm so sad. So we don't have 8-player missions at this point. We only have 4-player, 2-player, and 1-player mission. But you can get tier 2 quickly enough, so it doesn't really matter. And also we got a few rewards, as you may have noticed. We got a renown booster that will help us increase our renown. I made a video about that maybe ages ago, but basically there's this little thing called renown. Oh, wrong place. There's this little thing called renown. There's the Sentinel of Magic, Star Labs, and Wayne Tech. Once you raise the renown of those for those things, you will have access to certain vendors. I'll show you one in just a minute. And we also get a little box with a whole bunch of gear. So let's select it. So basically it gives us a full set of gear for our character. Sadly, in some cases, it's not as good as the stuff we already have. But it does give us our first, actually no, we already had one. It does give us a utility belt, so that's a nice touch. It gives us a trinket. Alright, basically it gives us a full set of gear, but most of our gear seems to be already a bit better than that. But it gives us like a, if you've been meaning to get the new Genesis style, that's where you can get it. So as you can see, we completed the new Genesis style. So the neck piece is a bit better than what we had. The mask. And I guess this is it. So they gave you a full set of gear in case somehow you did not get, in case your gear wasn't quite as good. But most of our gear is good enough. Which is why also we're at combat rating 33. So let us go pick up our mail, and I'll show you also one of the renowned vendors. Seeing how we play Superman, let's go to the meta wing. There is a renowned vendor in each wing. I will only show you the Star Labs vendor. Each wing are pretty much made the same way. I'm sure you've noticed by now. And if you ever wondered what those vendors in the corner here were, these are the renowned vendors. So you have here our friend Dr.
We've
Thomas.
done some research with Superman over the years. We don't know everything, but we've been able to develop some good stuff. Check it out.
So basically, he's selling gear where you need cooperative renown with Star Labs. So if you want to be able to purchase this gear, which right now is a bit better than the gear we have, you have to raise your renown. Sadly, in ages past, you could raise your renown a lot more when you before you reach level 30. Sadly, at this point in time, by the time you reach level 30, you have nowhere near enough renown to be able to purchase that gear. So by the time you can get the renown you need to purchase the gear, sadly the gear is pointless. But there is a couple of utility belt you can purchase. There's one that's item level 44, the other one is item level 54. There's no reason to purchase the item level 44 one, so straight because eons ago the price would be different. The 44 one was a bit cheaper and the 54 one was more expensive. At some point they made a whole bunch of changes and now the price is the same for both. So there's absolutely no reason to purchase the 44 one. Purchase straight away the 54 one. But that is something that we're going to take a look at in my next video, I guess. Some of you guys have been asking if I could make a video about what to do once you reach level 30. So that will be my next video. And that's probably going to be the last video with my Superman character. I already have a Superman character. So here we have the pair of boots that we got from the briefing we completed. Argonian boots, patriotic. Let's take a look. I haven't been a long time since I even saw those boots, so I forget what they actually look like. So let's give it a try, if it loads at some point. And there we go. Patriotic. Let's leave that blue then. Oh, there we go. Let's try and see the boots. They're not bad, but I'm not sure I would ever use them. I guess I'll have to give it some thoughts. So we got some more mail, so let's pick up our mail. So here we got the Welcome to Justice League. Basically, this is the Justice League emblem that we get once we reach level 30. You get the Justice League emblem if you play a hero character. If you play an evil villain, you will get the Hall of Doom emblem. So let us equip the Justice League emblem. I'll show you what it looks like in case you never saw the emblem before. And it's pretty much the emblem that I used for a long time. For a long time, there's a lot of emblems we didn't have access to. We didn't have a Superman emblem. We didn't have a Flash emblem. Too far, too far. Oh, there we go. So for a long, long time, this was the emblem that I used for a lot of my characters. Let's get back to the tall classic boots. So for a long time, this is the emblem that my Superman character was using. At the time, it was a Red Sun Superman character. The Flash was using that emblem. Even my Phantom, for a while, I would use that emblem. Actually, I think I'm still using that emblem on one of my Phantom Armory. So it was a pretty cool looking emblem. It was one of my favorite emblem at the time. It would work for a whole bunch of characters. Once in a while I would use one of the other emblems, but of course nowadays we have a whole bunch of emblems. We have a whole bunch of Lantern emblems. We have emblems for pretty much every characters we want. We have a whole bunch of Batman emblems. For those of us who were fortunate enough to purchase them, we have some Superman emblems. Sadly, at this point in time, you cannot get a Superman emblem. I guess probably should have started the video with that. There's a question that a lot of people have is how can they get the Superman emblem? I made a video about that, but it's a question that comes back often enough that it's worth repeating. Sadly, there are two things I should probably mention. The first thing is that there is a Superman hoodie. Sadly, the Superman hoodie used to be available in the marketplace, but it's no longer available, sadly. Some people were wondering why I did not use the Stalwart Defender chest with this character. The answer is quite simple. I just don't have it. And also, I don't want to purchase it. This character, I'm going to use this character for maybe 1 or 2 more videos, and I'll probably delete it afterwards. Why will I delete this character? It's quite simple. I already have a Superman character. Don't really need to have two. But I wanted to be able to level up, to make a walkthrough to level up from level 1 to level 30. And I thought using Superman would be a good idea for some of you guys. So here we have the Superman BVS emblem, which sadly was only available during the Batman vs Superman when the Batman vs Superman movie was released. For roughly 1 month, we could purchase what was called a swag bag. In the swag bag, we had a Superman emblem, we had a Wonder Woman emblem, and we had a Batman emblem. But sadly, it was only available for 1 month, so it is no longer available. There's also the Superman 80th anniversary emblem that was released. But again, it was only available for 6 months, 8 months, basically for let's say half of the 80th anniversary of Superman. Uh, Trying to think if I didn't forget something. I guess not. So let's go back to our lair. So my next video will be what to do once you reach level 30. It's a question that often comes back, so I'll make a video about that. I already made a video about that quite some time ago, but I guess we're way overdue for a 2020 version of that video. But before we do anything else, let's imprint our new all our new gear, our new stuff. Oh, we probably have a few new skill points. Oh yeah. Oh, 6, that's quite a lot. So let's imprint also our skill points because we can. Let us go sell what we don't need and let's repair. I guess we can sell those. We can sell that. So the gear that they give you at that little box, even if you don't use it, it gives you a bit of free cash. And now we can repair. Ideally, you want to sell first and then repair because you don't want to repair something that you're going to sell half a second later. Usually not a big deal, but in case you want to maximize what you have. And as you saw, we got a mod for the Daily Planet, so no reason not to equip it. But in order to be able to use it, we are going to have to replace our cell. So let us do that. So now you can see the Daily Planet mod actually works. So if we go to our teleporter, so now we have the watchtower where we can teleport to and the Daily Planet. Sadly, the teleporter is awesome, but you have to get some mods in order to be able to use it properly. So there, as you can see, there are 4 slots where you can put mods for your teleporter. Ideally, you're going to want to have a mod for Metropolis, a mod for Gotham, a mod for Urgent Warfronts, so that you can go into pretty much any DLC you want. And the last mod should be your lair and bases, so that you can teleport to your league hall and bases. So that you can teleport into your league hall, and so that you can teleport into any bases you have access to. And that should be it, I guess, for now. So once you reach level 30, you should have roughly 80 source marks. Sometimes you get a bit more, sometimes a bit less, but usually you should get between 60 and 80 source marks. Maybe a bit more if you make sure to play every side quest that's available. And then yeah, you probably would have a bit more than 80 source marks. But we'll take a look at that next time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about DC Universe Online at this point. So if I don't answer your question right away, and there's a lot of you guys and there's a lot of questions, so it's quite possible that I could miss out answering your question, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answer your question. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.